Hey guys, me again. Uh, so, in light of recent events, uh, Charlie Flanagan, the Minister for Justice, has urged the Irish public to speak up against racism and not be silent anymore. Um, Now, it's been rampant in Ireland forever, really, and I don't think he realizes how long, but he'd live a sheltered lifestyle as regards that anyway. And I mean, he need look no further than a lot of the TDs in the Dáil. Uh, just looking at a few of them, Leo Varadkar defended his own uh, party member, I think she's a senator, Emer Higgins, over remarks she made on being delighted that the travelling community had a housing scheme blocked. That was in 2014. Now, the travelling community are recognised by the EU as a minority within Ireland. Um, so there was that, and then he also attacked a Fianna Fáil candidate, Lorraine Clifford Lee, for misogynistic and racist remarks she made in 2011. So even our Prime Minister, or Prime Minister, even our Taoiseach has decided to get in on the act, even with his own background. But then again, that's the elitist, privileged people for you. Noel Grealish, kind of outspoken there at the moment, has also had his remarks about sponging Africans in Ohrefelt. And he also brought up the money being sent to Nigeria. Now, the Irish for years have sent money home from wherever they worked to their family. So Noel Grealish needs to take his nose out of whatever arse it's up and look at the fact that it's not just Nigerians that are sending money home. Eastern Europeans, everyone has done it. Everyone is doing it. So I really don't see what his problem is with specifically the Nigerians, bar he's racist. It turns out the amount he had said was sent back turned out to be completely over exaggerated. And admitted, thank God he was shouted down the way he was in the Dáil. I don't say that very often, but he shouldn't he should lose his seat. I mean, anyone willing to stand up and make stupid comments like what he's been doing shouldn't be allowed to sit in the Dáil at all. They said the figure was overinflated. He believed that the 13,079 African or Irish Nigerians earning a wage here and sending the money home was crazy. I think it works out at about €110 a week they were sending home. But what does it matter? If someone earns money in this country, it's their money. They can do what they want with it. And that's just the way it is. Once that money is put in their bank account, put in their hand, whatever, they're entitled to do as they please with it. The government, anyone, is in no way, shape, or form entitled to say how someone should or shouldn't spend their money that they've earned. But apparently, Noel Grealish would rather that happen now as well. So, many down through the years, and of course, then we come to the incident that blew up on Twitter. Now, I don't like I know I'm making a solid effort to try keep away from her, but fucking hell, uh, Gemma O'Doherty, like Ireland's own white supremacist, like, I mean, uh, so while trying to tell us that um, Ireland is the most racially diverse country, or one of the most diverse countries in Europe, and fair play that it is. There's nothing wrong with that. She produced a map to show where Ireland have been forced out of specific areas. Uh, that was all well and good, lovely little map, until it came out that that map was brought out by the Department of Communication for the national broadband um, that's been rolled out nationwide, and the speeds in certain areas. So the purple that she was saying were high density ethnic minorities in areas was actually the speed of the broadband in that area. So she obviously well, she doesn't say anything when she gets cut out. She just decides to threaten legal action on anyone that questions her. So it'll be interesting to see over the next while who questions her and who she threatens with legal action. Because what she did here, for an award winning investigative journalist, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see what she got the award for, because she's not very good at it being an investigative journalist if all she's going to do is start. And I mean, it's been known. I mean, look at her past. Look at her recent past and what she's done. And she has the nerve to call herself an award-winning investigative journalist. Yeah, it just goes to show. So it does. So, and this woman is running in an election. Oh man, look, she's a known Islamophobe and basically a pro-white supremacist. She has issues with every minority in Ireland, and now feels that racists should be represented in the Dáil. I mean, even just the stuff before it, like Noel Grealish can't even compare to this woman. And that's where the problem is. She travels the country just trying to instill fear and hatred in communities, and then she moves on, goes to the next town, tries the same. Selling her snake oil. Like I said, people, if you see her in your town, question her incessantly. Follow her, annoy her. It's been done. I've seen people do it. Until eventually she'll get in the car and she'll just fuck off. Because she's only in your area for one reason. To stir up trouble. Instill fear in the locals. And then move on. And, But anyway, vote for her if you want. The only one good thing I'll say is that whatever constituency she decides to run in, there's going to be limited voting. Luckily, she won't get the votes she got in the EU elections, thank God. So, needless to say, she'll get nowhere this time as well. But, look, we'll see. Anyway, drop your comments, drop your racist remarks as per usual, and drop your debates. And sure, look, I'll get back to you if and when I see fit. It's me over and out, guys.